Hello and welcome to Lesson 6 in the AI Resume Masterclass. Today we're going to be talking about your new resume and your target job description and pairing those together. We'll do a live demo so you can see how we sort of button up and finalize everything. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. Today on the agenda, we're going to cover a recap and putting it all together. So talk about everything we've covered so far. We're going to talk about your target job description and where to find that, how AI has helped throughout these lessons, and iteration, why it's not one and done. And we'll tease a little thing called a challenge and taking it to the next level for your job search. So if you haven't been able to get your resume put together so far, we have a fail-safe for that. First and foremost, if you're out watching this on YouTube or social media, this is just one part of a 7-video course. Join the complete free course located at school.com/AI-resume-masterclass. There you'll get access to all 7 video lessons. You'll also be able to download that gold standard resume template that we've used to build our own gold standard resume on. You'll also be a part of a community where you can have ask questions, participate in Q&As, as well as specific threads on certain things to get those questions answered. Again, completely free, 100%. So please do go join it if you haven't already. As usual, subscribe and follow on social media. My handle on YouTube and Instagram are both Lance Wills Coaching. So make sure and do that, where you'll be alerted of new content as it becomes available. And share this course. You will help your peers, reinforce your learning, and you'll achieve results faster with an accountability buddy. So it's really great to share and have someone to work alongside you to hold you accountable. Sometimes it's hard to motivate ourselves, so do share this course. And let's go ahead and get started on a recap and putting it all together. So far, you should have created all sections that we covered previously: the professional summary, projects, stack and environments, professional experience, and education and languages. You should have downloaded that AI Resume Masterclass free template, that gold standard template from the school course, again, completely free, and replaced each section with the content for your own resume tailored to your target job descriptions. Hopefully you've done that, in which case, let's talk about what you've accomplished. You've compiled your full resume, so that was probably your motivating factor for participating in this course. Hopefully you got that accomplished. And you also strengthened your professional positioning. So the whole point is not just to do what you've been doing before, but to do it much better, update it, leverage the power of AI, including upgrading that formatting and clarity, leveraging the wonderful power of artificial intelligence. And then why this works, it's aligned with ATS, which is sole objective is to not just align you, but also to filter you out or disqualify you. So we want to make sure we remove any of those things that might disqualify you. The design is very easy on the eye, so it has a high skim rate for recruiters. As you know, they go through many, many, many hundreds of resumes, and they need to be able to really understand your sort of elevator pitch very quickly and merit further exploration and investigation. And we've also used some proof-based storytelling really around your success bullets, which really helps raise you to the surface, the creme de la creme of why you're the best candidate or best fit for the role. Real-world impact, you're going to have a higher interview rate, higher compensation ceiling, and just keep in mind, each time you make an increase in your salary, you'll build upon that for subsequent roles. So you're not just increasing your salary for this role, but every subsequent roles, it compounds and builds upon that. And then obviously creating better career mobility, right? So job search is not something you dread. It's a system, a proven system and a process that helps you build confidence so you can attack it as you needed. Let's talk a little bit about your target job description. At the beginning of the course, you were supposed to compile anywhere from 3 to 5 ideal jobs that you're going after. Hopefully you did that. Those sources were LinkedIn Jobs, Glassdoor, other job sites. There's obviously some specialty sites for your vertical, so you can find those. In the startup world, there's sites like WellFound as well as Y Combinator. Y Combinator is a incubator for startups, and they've created their own job sites for that as well. But there are other job listing sites specific to different verticals. Most important, you need to determine your key job title, like what is the title for the job description or requisitions you're looking for. and then really help you hone in even more and identify that bullseye. And you do that by surfacing one or more target job descriptions. So we'll talk a little bit about how AI helps with this. We'll do a live demo here shortly, but basically, we've used AI first for ideation, so generation, for example, summaries, bullets, keywords, enhancement, so grammar, toning, and tightening, and then cleansing and sanitizing, right? Tuning your resume to bypass ATS bots filtering. Also, those bias triggers, we want to make sure we don't have any of those as well. And then job prep, role alignment, skill gap detection, and AI interviews. I believe in the first video, I actually shared a link and actually went through an AI interview with an AI avatar, and you got to see what that was like. So you can go ahead and make that part of your job search. Of course, this course is focusing primarily on your resume, which we've done. So you'll want to tailor your resume to a job description. So paste in your resume and ask AI to customize it for that job description. And so we'll actually do a live demo with that right now. That's customizing your new resume for your target role job description. Okay. So we'll, excuse me. We'll hop over here to ChatGPT. I've actually prepared this prompt just because it involves copy and pasting. I didn't want to make it clumsy in the video. So I say, customize this resume. I just pasted in my resume here. It's the gold standard resume we've been working on. And make this resume optimized for this just job description below to make me a top candidate. Consider ATS bot filtering and human readability. Okay. And then I pasted in a job description, which I just pulled off of LinkedIn. I just went here. Went to jobs here, search for remote jobs, and a title of, my bullseye position that I might be looking for. And I found a bunch of great roles here. And I found one that, I've been hearing a lot about this software high level recently. It's sort of a CRM type tool for SMBs, entrepreneurs, makers, and things like that. So I thought this was interesting and very timely. So I just copied that job description here all the way down to where it no longer made sense, and pasted that in here. So again, there's the job description. We'll go all the way down. And I did something as well. I actually uploaded a PDF of the gold standard resume as well, just to see how that works. Again, it's a little bit redundant. You don't need to do that, but I thought that was kind of interesting because the output is, we wanted to closely match the output, and obviously pasted it in. It really stripped away a lot of the nice spacing, line breaks, empty lines, bullets, and paragraph. It stripped that away when I pasted it in there from the PDF. So I actually included the PDF, which includes that nice visually appealing formatting. Okay, lastly, create the output in the exact format of the attached PDF version of my resume, which was pasted above as well. Output can be a PDF or formatted doc, Microsoft Word, .docx, or Google Doc. Okay, so I did that. And here's what was delivered. I fully customized your resume for the Senior Director of Growth role at a high level and optimized it for both ATS filtering and human decision makers, shifting your positioning from VP of Marketing, which was what my resume was tailored to product-led growth, lifecycle B2B2C scale leader, exactly aligned to their needs. What I changed strategically, your resume is now positioned to hit every major keyword cluster in the high-level job description, mapped directly to their priorities. And then it talks about product-led growth, activation, retention, monetization. Again, surfacing these high-value keywords and themes from the job description and creating that parity with your resume. Reframe your brand from VP of Marketing to Senior Director of Growth. So that's the title of the job description. So creating that alignment, exactly word for word, verbatim. From campaign-centric to product plus lifecycle growth, from demand gen to activation, retention, monetization systems. This makes you look like a natural peer to VP of Growth, Head of Growth, GM of Platform, not just marketing leadership. Your optimized resume file, I've delivered in docx, so that's Microsoft Word format, so you can upload it directly to ATS, export to PDF, edit as needed. There it is. So I downloaded that. Why this will perform well in ATS, application tracking systems. Your resume now strongly matches Senior Director of Growth, product-led growth, activation, retention, monetization, growth loops, experimentation, A/B testing, SaaS, B2B2C, lifecycle optimization, cross-functional leadership, executive reporting. That puts you in the top relevance band for automated screening. Okay. And then if we go over here to Word, so I downloaded it, and here you go. It's sort of revamped my professional summary. It's created some core leadership areas. It has a tech stack section, and then professional experience aligned with the job description. So you see it changed the format a little bit, right? Remove the paragraphs, and now is just strictly a list of bullets. So I would actually refine that. I'd continue to include the paragraphs that I had in my original resume, and then also maybe do some wordsmithing on some of those keywords that ChatGPT surfaced right here, right? I'd sort of integrate those in some of my existing job descriptions. So that's the end of the live demo. As you can see, it was very, very easy to do that, just copy and pasting, including some of the prompts, which we'll have, again, in the free school course, the AI-Resume-Masterclass. We'll include those prompts in that Google Doc, so you'll have everything there. And it is an iterative process, not one and done. And what I mean by that is you may need multiple versions, right? You may have a job description for manager roles, director roles, industry variations, right? Depending upon what you're going for and how much time you have. Obviously, if you're urgent, maybe you want a broader approach. If you have some time, you want to be very explicit and specific and maybe just go after one job title. Continuous updates, new skills, new achievements, new product wins, right? So you should be adding these as you have a job. You don't just want to just pay attention to your resume, when you're desperate and need to find a job, because you won't remember these things. So when you're working and you're doing big projects and things like that, making accomplishments, big success bullets, metrics, quantified successes, you want to add those to your resume as they happen. Also, be mindful of seasonal job market changes, align your resume yearly, and update with market shifts. Obviously, AI is a huge thing now. That needs to be a part of your resume. Not just using it to build and enhance and improve your resume, but also skills. You need to be employing AI in your day-to-day work life and documenting that in your resume. Again, it's a living document. As I mentioned, don't wait till you need a job to update it. Update while you're in a job so you keep it top of mind, and showcase trophy accomplishments because they can be easy to forget over time and you won't remember them later on when you need them. And then drive successes. So whereas that was sort of a look-back approach, this is more driving successes, so you'll have those as trophy items for your resume. So keeping top of mind will help you create wins to populate high-value success bullets. Map your goals as you enter a new role or position. So this is sort of the other way around. Instead of just paying attention to what you're doing in your job, actually make it a point, hey, you know what? Here's what I want to highlight. Here's what I want as a success bullet. And then using that to guide some of the initiatives that you do in your current role can be very, very powerful to really build high-value success bullets, quantified success metrics for your new resume. If you haven't built your resume and you've sort of said, yeah, I'll get around to it, I have a fail-safe, which is called a challenge. And basically, it'll hold you accountable. So did you finish your resume yet? I'm sorry. This is where I'm holding you accountable, right? Did you finish your resume yet? If not, I've created the fail-safe, right? The Resume Revive and Thrive 5-day video mini course. And also, you can sign up for that one-on-one coaching if you need a little bit more help. Take everything you learned to the next level, including using LinkedIn to create an inbound job opportunity generation engine. This is where it gets really exciting. And definitely stay tuned on that. So let's talk a little bit about what we covered today, and I'll share where you can sign up for that challenge as well. We did a recap of the entire course thus far and put it all together. We talked about how to find your target job description and how to align that with AI to create a resume that's tailored to that job description. It is an iterative process, not one and done. You should be continuously doing this. And we talked a little bit about that challenge and taking it to the next level. So I'll include a link to the challenge in this video, and you should definitely participate that. Even if you did create your resume, it's a good way to refresh, make sure you didn't miss anything, especially if you weren't doing it alongside each video. If you do want to go faster, want special help, definitely schedule a one-on-one coaching discovery call. We can discuss your particular situation, and I can offer suggestions on how we can help you improve either independently on your own or by working with me together closely. And again, the big component is really creating that inbound job opportunity engine via LinkedIn. And we help you optimize all of the components to do that. We also talk about interviewing and how to build confidence there, networking so you can actually go out and get contacts and get connected with a recruiter for a job description you may find. So there's both inbound and outbound components. You should definitely have both among the strategies that you employ. We talk a little bit more about your career storytelling framework. So really helping you craft those snippets and blurbs. So when you're on an interview, you can get ahead of a lot of the interviewers or recruiters or hiring managers' questions. It's a really powerful strategy to help not just give you confidence, but to own the narrative and really guide the conversation. We'll talk a little bit about, mapping out your career and not just sort of falling forward in your next role. We'll also do that for your income to make sure you're growing that alongside, and a lot of other great resources, tips, strategies to employ as well. So if interested in that, definitely schedule a discovery call. Lastly, if you haven't done already, please do join the free complete course located at school.com/AI-resume-masterclass. Please share it with your peers. Again, completely free. Hopefully you got a lot of value from it. But in this course, you'll get access to all 7 videos. You'll get that gold standard resume template to download that you can edit, as well as access to the community, Q&As, and subthread on some of those topics. So please do join and do share. The more that we share this, the more value we provide to our network. And let's do this. If you haven't, you get what you measure, focus on, and where you take action. So do take action. And we do have one final lesson, the final 7th video titled Transformation, LinkedIn, and Next Steps, how to create inbound job opportunity generation engine. So really excited about that. That's really where I've seen the most success. So it's the most important video in this course. Please do stay tuned. And as always, upwards.